And you are live.
It's going to be weird, everybody, especially because I'm hearing echoes already. So I'm not feeling 100%. I wasn't on Wednesday either, which is why we're here today. By the way, welcome to Side Dish. It's being done. Tonight we're going to make roasted vegetable couscous. But you all know that. I sent it out to you. So yeah, anyways, I'm high on NyQuil and Red Bull just to get through this. So we're gonna see what's happening here. So let's just get into it. So I want to find recipes that are a little healthier because it's a new year, all that fun stuff. Plus, this is like Mediterranean and Middle Eastern, and so we're trying different areas of the world. So I have. Whoops! I forgot to put these on. I need these to go in that. Excuse me. Oh man, that's why. Yeah. So I'm those gonna roast for 25 minutes, and then I'll chop. I'm gonna make another batch, but so we're gonna also because I'm sick, and Beefy asked if we could make something with scotch. We're gonna make a hot toddy, and yeah. So let's do it. What?
I think you put that on the wrong burner. That burner's too big for that.
What are you talking about? It's fine.
No, it's too big. That's why I put it on the other one. Because the heat's going up the side instead of on the bottom. And it's going to hurt the enamel.
That is, okay, whatever. Remember, this one doesn't light. So now I have to find the lighter and do all that.
Well, then put it on the back one. They're about the same size.
Turdar.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So first of all, I need a measuring cup. I got everything else but a measuring cup. So I need 2 cups because that's about. This is that's loud. This is pearled couscous. I think there's a different kind of couscous that you get in the box.
It's larger than the stuff we usually have.
Yeah. So.
What is couscous? Is it pasta?
It's a grain, I think. If I'm remembering. Couscous. Wow, this is fun. No, couscous is made out of wheat flour, spinach powder, tomato powder, annatto for color, and that's a wheat product. So yeah, it's like a little.
So it's pasta.
Kind of. I guess it is. Anyways, I'm gonna make 2 batches. This is just tricolor, so that the spinach and the tomato is just coloring. It doesn't have any taste. First thing I'm gonna do though is I've got this pan. I'm just gonna toast it, and then we're gonna do our thing. The other thing we're gonna do, we're just gonna take about let's say a half a cup of that, which are pine nuts, and we're also gonna toast them up.
So that's just butter in the pan, even though it looks like 2 different things. It's just butter and thinner butter.
Yeah.
Right?
Thinner butter. Yes. Anyways, I will also, we're doing tilapia for dinner. Try to eat a little better, whatever. We'll see how long this lasts. It's like the New Year thing. We're having we're on a cruise at the end of March, so I want to sort of look halfway decent with my shirt off. Anyways, here we go. So this is melting. You only need a little bit of this.
Don't mind that little Dayquil.
Yeah, there's just like a piece of hair that's touching my arm, and I was like,
I stitched it in there for you.
I know.
So I don't understand what's happening. You're doing 2 cups of couscous and some pine nuts?
Well, no, I'm not doing the pine nuts yet because I want them to be dry. That needs to be dry. All I'm really doing here is this is just a toast. Quiet.
Who's whistling?
So just a few, like 3 to 5 minutes left for this to do its thing. We get some vegetable broth, this is homemade, so that's why it looks weird. And then I've also got a little dill and flat leaf parsley that's going to go in when everything's done. So you could use pretty much any vegetables you wanted. For this application, I have a red bell pepper, a zucchini and a yellow squash, half of one at least, a red onion, which we're gonna quarter, eighth, or whatever, and then some broccoli. Just the florets. You don't want the stock because it's gonna not cook fast enough. So, and then for the drink, all we're really doing is you need some bourbon or some scotch. So I have this.
Bourbon or dark rum or
right.
Amaro.
Probably could have brandy
or cognac.
Oh, cognac. Yeah, so brandy. But this is a Game of Thrones The Night Watch. It's
Somebody give that to you as a gift.
I believe Lena did. And it's an Oban single malt Scotch whiskey. It's actually pretty good. So Scotch is a little sweeter than whiskey and bourbon. So some people like it, some people don't, obviously. But I think more people don't like the sweetness of it. But Scotch and soda is another drink you can make with it. That's pretty the most simplest one. So we're just adding a little bit of toasting to this. And that's just going to give us a deeper flavor on this. And then when this is done, like I said, I want this, all of the oil from the butter, or all the butter has coated this. And so it'll be a dry pan when we take it out. And then I have a pot that can hold this and 3 cups of water or broth. So now I'm just going by the basic cooking instructions here, which is, 1 cup to 1.5 cups of water. And then you're going to need some salt, and you'll add that when it all comes together. And then it's going to have to come up to a boil, put the lid on, and then it's going to have to simmer for about 15 minutes. So while that's simmering, we'll chop the rest of the vegetables, make a cocktail, and we'll get through this. Unless I go hallucinogen, and we'll not know what's going on. So
you're going to be fine.
Okay. So that's doing that. What else is going on? Well, Happy New Year, everyone. First show of the year. We had a pretty quiet New Year. What did we watch? Did we watch a movie?
Yes, we watched Priscilla.
Yeah, Priscilla, Queen
of the Desert.
Yeah. If you haven't watched it, you should. It's fantastic. Great
so
movie.
Good.
Drag queens in Australia. So it's perfect. It's got Terrence Stamp in it, and what's his name? Mr. Smith from Matrix. What is his name?
Hugh Weaving.
Yeah, Hugh Weaving, and then Guy Pearce. So this, I think it was probably Guy Pearce's first movie, maybe. Anyways, it's really great. It's sweet, basically.
That's a good message.
Yeah, and but I always can't get around that Terrence Stamp is in it because he played Zod in Superman 2, and he's like, he's like the queen.
Is that Bernice?
Yes. So these are just, it's weird.
Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, it does. And it's weird because, you would think it would be a green, or like a nut, or like it toasts up, but it's, just basically pasta. But it's weird because also it just is like, it just says wheat flour. So how do they bind it?
How is it? Yeah.
So I think that's got, good color on it.
The color looks enriched.
Yes. So I'm going to turn it down a little bit, and then I'm going to try. I'm going to use my. Let's not turn it down. Why don't you get your arm on fire? Well, let's see. So
Almost exciting.
Yeah. My life is super exciting. I was filming a YouTube show, and shit just got weird. And then I'm just gonna. I think we just add this together. Yep.
How many cups?
3 cups.
3 cups. So I strained that broth, and then I strained it again, and then I thought all I'm doing is taking out all the goodness out of it. So then I stopped.
Where's the salt? Oh, it's right in front of me. Whew. Jeez. So we're gonna let that do. This is still hot, so I want to get these in because once we toast these are gonna start to smell really good.
Are you supposed to mix that or cover it or?
I'm going to put it on here eventually.
Oh, okay.
Right now, I'm just letting it do its thing. And then once it goes on, it'll come to a boil. But I want to get these. So I've got these going. And these are, this is called, the pan is dry. So we're just dry roasting them basically without any oil or anything like that. And they're going to just leave them in there. And then when they start to get fragrant, you're going to move them around and then that will get this thing from there. Oh my goodness. I'm seriously seeing things. No, that's not true. So we got hot water, and then so I'm gonna start this process with the hot water, because we need that in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the hot toddies, you want to take boiling-ish water, and then fill it all the way up.
Fill it up because you want the glass to be warm.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna dump it, but yeah, that's good. I mean, probably you don't have to go that far because the heat will radiate through the whole glass.
True.
Yeah.
True.
And you want a little water left to add to your toddy.
Yeah, there's more. I mean, I could probably just pour that back into the container.
You could, yeah. You totally could.
Oh, that's hot as shit. So, anyways, so you can't hear the sizzle. You can hear the sizzle.
I can hear something, but I don't know if it's a sizzle.
See how it's got a little color? Keep them moving now because the pan is hot enough so you can actually kind of lift it up. Because you don't want it to get burnt. Because any one of these that gets too much burnt, or no, not too much burnt, too much color or burnt, it's not going to taste as good. So, again, you probably should have a little prepared for this. But, you've watched this show a few times, so you know that that's not what we're rolling around here. So the couscous and pine nuts is like they go together like peanut butter and jelly. They often sell, where you can just get like
the instant couscous often has pine nuts in it.
It's literally just pine nuts and like maybe some spice or whatever. So okay, so now we just need to get this back on here, bring it up to a boil, and we'll do some cutting while that's happening. Oh, that is so hot.
Well, that's good. Now you should make our toddies. Or are you just letting that continue to warm?
Let's
While you chop stuff up.
Yeah, we can have some of that. Ooh.
Oh, I bet you don't have a measure, huh?
I do. I got it.
Oh, you do?
Oh, that's so hot. I don't like it. Yep, that is so hot. Oh my god. That's weirder than normal because I do not like it. Okay. Now. Good Lord. Oh god.
Oh,
I don't know. That got me a lot. Like I was like, I think I'm overcome with emotion on that one. Whew. Okay, so now what do we need? Oh yeah, we need to put. Now this says lemon slice, right?
Yeah. Just put a slice of lemon in it. Not that part. Keep going. Yeah, that's good. No, that had a lot of pith.
Does it piss you off?
Look at you, clever guy.
I'd get Denise.
Yeah, I'll be your laugh track.
Okay.
Alexis is sporting a vintage 1994 football sweatshirt that was also worn by Doug Bookie.
That's bullcrap. That's
And
9. That's
Amy Benham
theft.
graduated high school in
That's theft.
1994.
That's theft. Okay, and we need a cinnamon stick.
Did you put a slice in each glass?
I did.
Fantastic. Cinnamon stick.
Cinnamon stick. Oh.
And 1 star anise. Sometimes when you get cinnamon sticks, it's not really cinnamon. It's, yeah. But these, I don't know if it's because they're from Mexico or because they're actually cinnamon. They have no nutritional information or ingredients listed on the package.
I'm gonna go with they're actually cinnamon.
which makes me a little suspicious, but I'm just going with it.
Okay, now we need a little bourbon. 2 ounces. No, sorry, scotch.
Or bourbon, or dark rum, or
Yeah,
whatever you get. Scotch. We're using scotch.
Scotch.
Denise, we're making you one, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
If you don't like it, well, don't drink it.
Stuff it.
Smells good.
So I just finished reading The Color Purple, which I probably was supposed to read in high school and I didn't. And it's really a great book.
Okay.
And I recommend it if you haven't read it yet.
I'm all over the place, everyone. And the ghost is here. If Deefy was on, she'd be like, shut the cupboards. That's all I can hear in my head is they're yelling about shutting the cupboards. Make sure you stir this up. So, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it just made a psh psh sound.
Yeah, that's looking okay, so now we need some honey.
We need some honey.
3.25 ounce.
Do you have a trick for making it so it doesn't stick?
The honey?
Yeah.
No. We're going to estimate here.
Oh, yeah. That's
pretty-
the best.
That's a pretty good trick.
Yeah, that's the best trick, I think.
1, 2, 3. I bet you, if you really wanted to, you could probably add some ginger to this. You could probably, you could go all fancy. And yeah, so that's it.
Then you just add some water.
Yep, and then top off. And I would let this sit and steep a little bit.
Yeah.
Because then all the flavor of the lemon and the cinnamon stick and the star anise are going to come out. So. Oh yeah. This is going to open up. I remember my making my parents making hot toddies when I was a kid. But I never had one. So here you go.
I've only had the hot.
It's hot.
Thanks, honey.
Do you want a spoon to stir the honey?
Yes, please. Because my cinnamon stick isn't long enough to do so.
That's a southern person problem. All right, so get yourself, first of all, before we get the vegetables chopped, you need a piece of aluminum foil to go on your sheet pan. Oh, this is boiling, so we want to turn this down. So just a nice simmer. There's a lid in here, like the survey says. Oh,
It's in the drawer, then.
oh, not there either. I lied. So I'm going to turn that off to the side so it doesn't fall out. So I'm just going to see if my superpower is working today. It's a little long. Yeah, not too long, but not too bad. Oh, yeah. Just having to sit in here off to the side. Because you're going to need to, when you're done with your chopping, you don't like that? Is it no good?
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Just make sure you stem and core this.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to, and I'm going to throw everything into a bowl because we're going to toss it with a little olive oil and then go from there. So,
Hey, I want you to do that thing they do.
what?
I seen on Pinterest. You cut the big part of the pepper, just a slit,
Yeah.
and then you
Look at that.
just cut a slit. Yeah, and then, yeah, that thing. Yep. Did I tell you about this already?
No, this is how.
Is this how you do it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where have you been?
I not watching this show.
She's only behind the camera, everyone. That's
Sorry.
sure what I think about that. Yeah. So I'm just cutting these.
I've never seen you do that. Have you really?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Like most of the time we've been married. So
Oh. Well, how come you didn't teach me that? I had to learn it on Pinterest.
I do 99.99% of all the cooking. So
It's true.
you know,
That is true.
I mean, I'm just kind of making these into chunks. So.
When I wrote my letters to the seniors this month, I told them that you do 90% of the cooking and all of the grocery shopping.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh.
She didn't care for it.
It's medicinal. Does it taste medicinal? I haven't tried it.
A little bit. Do you want me to stir yours with my? Yeah.
The smell is good.
It is good.
Yeah. You don't think you like it because the initial it's like really kind of hot alcohol in your face. But once you got it in your mouth, it's good. It's also soothing. So, and since I have a kind of a sore throat, oh, the dogs are outside. They're letting you know, Denise. So yeah.
So what you're cutting up right now is really only half the vegetables for this recipe, right?
Well, technically, I mean, you can add as much as you want.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. The other thing, I've got lemon here because I'm gonna add a little lemon to. I've got my little compost bucket over here, but I'm gonna add a little lemon juice to the couscous once it's done, just to give it a little brightness. Not too much, like maybe a tablespoon. So you've got a little bit.
He said not too much because I made a squinty face on him.
No, I mean, also that's what I was gonna do anyways.
Mm-hmm.
How much did you think I was gonna put in there?
I don't know. You're crazy.
So. Again, you're doing nothing fancy here because you want to have some surface area to get some roastiness on it. And, and broccoli. There was like one of these at the store today that looked like a booger on it.
Gross.
I'm glad you didn't get that one.
Well, I looked at it and I was like, what is that supposed to be? And then it turns out, I don't even know. I couldn't tell you if you asked me.
It was a broccoli booger.
It was a broccoli booger. Broccoli booger. Didn't we know a guy named Broccoli Booger?
Seems like everybody should.
Broccoli booger. Sounds like a sidekick in a 50s comic book. Like Archie, like Jughead. My friend Broccoli Booger. Girl. All right. So, if you got other favorite vegetables, fine, use them. I don't care. I'm just sort of going with the different thought. There is like Mediterranean style, so you could put olives and tomato, and then top it with a little bit of feta cheese, and make sure, Oh yeah, see, it's really fattening up. So, if this becomes, I'm hoping that this is not a rice pilaf situation. I thought about that one. I was like, I don't know, this is really close to rice, and then the application. So, what else is going on? Oh, I'm now working 2 days from home, which is awesome. Tuesdays and Fridays, and really, liking it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think they're so worried about productivity, and I understand why. But we did it for a whole year, and people like to work from home. Almost everybody wanted it. So, all right. So now I just take. I'm not even measuring. This is like probably only a tablespoon or so in here. So, toss it with this, and then a little salt and pepper. Obviously, we want to have flavor in addition. And I just have, you can use your hand, or I have these salads. And I'm not looking for, they shouldn't be like super glistening. I just want them to have a little bit, because the oil is going to help with the brown, right? It's going to add a little sheen to stuff, and it's going to give it, a little, what is that? Will help roast better. So you also just break up the bigger pieces of the onion too, so they're not just like super, chunked together. I think it's super pretty because look at the colors, right? That's what you And then the only other thing that we're going to do for this really is we'll chop some garlic. And I'll get that going. But, so just spread this out. Nope, don't put it on the hot burner. As evenly as you can on here so that you've got no real pockets of big stuff. So, ooh, 15. How many staff members did you have at your high school this week, Carmen? On Friday or this week?
She has 19 teachers and 11 positions unfilled. So 30?
So many. So she sits on, and she has weight training, but sits on the bleachers a lot. So instead of actually doing weight training. So I did 4 cloves of garlic for the other one, so we'll do the same on this one. And I just want to get these sort of in a rough chopish. And if they're smaller, you may need to use 5, but I think that's plenty. And Toddy is making my nose run, which is good. So
You better go catch it.
You could add a little ginger in here, and that would be nice.
I thought about that too. So, yeah, well, people don't wear the damn masks. So, what do you think? Oh, hey. So I need to put this back on for about 7 more minutes because then the couscous will be done. Hot pan. And this is good. I want it to cool a little bit before we add it. It's not like it's crucial, but so you can see the garlic has started to brown up in spots. That you're getting a little not charring, but you're getting the browning on the everything on here. So this is going to be perfect. And again, really pretty because it's so colorful.
Mm-hmm. Really bright colored.
If you could, you can use again. I would use a tomato. I thought I have a tomato, and I thought about using it, but then I was like, nah, we've got enough going on right now. So let's just hold off and then, go from there. So. What has everybody else been up to? How's the world in your part? We had high winds. We haven't had any snow. It was cold as hell.
But then we've had mid 50s.
50 degree days the last 3 days, which has been nice. But
the winds have been really high.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like it was supposed to, they said it was maybe snow tonight, right? But I don't know.
No, I
Not
looked
anymore.
at that thing and
Not
nothing
anymore.
for 10 days. No precipitation.
We need more. Anyways.
Yeah, we need a lot more.
There was a picture. Well, there's always a picture that they circulate online about Donner Pass, around these parts. That is from. It's not. It's never recent. It's the same picture. It's from 2011 or something like that, where we had a huge amount of snow and like 25 feet up in the mountains or something like that. And it's the snow plows, and then 20 feet, 10 or 15 feet above the snow plows, and the cars look. Little compared to it. So if you get garlic like this, it won't kill you to eat it, but cut it out. Yeah, there you go. And then I always take the little wood nub off because you're going to be putting it in something. So I want that in there. That tastes like crap, right? I played a lot of Civilization. Just turn my brain off. People attack me in that game. It's over. And then I say things like, I got to go back and kill the Chinese, which is not really the thing that you say. But it is, in context, it makes sense. But, look, I don't start wars, but I finish them. How about that?
How about your compost? How's it doing?
It's cold because it's winter and there's not enough food scraps going into it. But, you pee on it enough times, it'll kickstart. I'm going to try and see since it's warmed up, maybe I can turn it into the other bin.
How are the worms?
The worms are good. There was a lot of bugs in it, which is fine because it's part of the composting product. But if you go out,
where'd the bugs come from?
they're all over the place.
No, I don't know. Why are there bugs in it?
Because that's just how it works. It's out in the garage. You go in, you go out. Bugs come in, bugs come out. They crawl on the floor. They go. They
The bugs crawl in, the bugs crawl out. No, I don't understand. I don't feel
understand
like
it?
it should be that way.
Well,
It's a contained environment. Why are there bugs
it's not
other
a contained
than
environment because there's holes in it.
what kind of bugs were in there?
I don't know, just like flying bugs and all kinds of stuff. That's
Yeah.
what they're normal.
Gross.
That's why I have the bug zapper in there.
Which every time I walk by, it goes. Yes, you do pee on the compost because
You have a high amount of nitrogen.
you have good stuff in your pee for composting.
Yeah,
I know it's not good. It's weird.
What are you talking about? It's not weird. It's like a normal practice.
I'm more worried about the bugs in the garage.
You shouldn't be because I've got it taken care of.
Yeah.
If I didn't say anything, you wouldn't have noticed.
Maybe.
Really? It's probably been like that for.
Getting off.
So make this nice and pretty. Ooh, this is a great conversation. It is a great conversation, Fred. You're welcome.
This is what happens when you're married to a Renaissance man.
What are you talking about?
You get conversations about peeing on compost and worm farms and bugs and art and science and all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of stuff. I don't condone the killing of anybody, so it's from the game. Throw that in there for 25 minutes, 425-degree oven. I'll watch that. But I'm just watching this. And you can see we only have about 3 minutes left, but you can see that there's not very much liquid left, which is fine. That's what we want. Okay, well, what else do we have? I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about?
How are you going to make the tilapia?
Ooh, I'm going to just salt and pepper it with a little Old Bay, and I'm going to pan fry it in some butter and oil. And then I'm going to make a lemon caper sauce that goes on top of it. Lemon butter caper sauce. It's so delicious with garlic.
How do you make it?
How do you make it?
Yeah, can we talk about, can you do that? Well,
I don't want to get in trouble by the side dish police.
Well, he's not here, so.
He will post a comment.
Lemon caper sauce could be a side dish. It's on the, you could serve it on the side.
It is a sauce, so it's fine. The lemon caper sauce is pretty easy. I mean, it's basically, I think, 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of capers drained and chopped, and then a clove or 2 of garlic. Throw it in together, and voila. And then and like 2 tablespoons of lemon.
Now we got capers at that Italian marketplace.
Yeah.
That are packed in salt. Are you going to use those?
If you do use, so that's a good point. They're right here. If you do have anything that's packed in salt, you're going to want you gotta rinse them.
Oh, okay.
You can't just use them as is because it's too it'd be too salty.
Too much.
Yeah. Okay. Turn it down.
Are you have sticky?
We got a little stick, but it's gonna be fun. It smells good. It smells vegetables.
Now you could have made that with water, but you chose to make it with vegetable broth, right?
It all depends. I mean, I saw it. I've seen it both ways.
Or you could make it with chicken broth or whatever.
Yeah, I think you want flavor in this. This is probably not bringing a ton of flavor on its own. That is so hot.
Everything you're touching is so hot.
I think. Ooh, that's good. It's nice and soft. So we're gonna let it sit. And
Are you gonna take it off the heat?
I took it off the heat, turned it off.
But are you gonna take it off the hot burner too?
No, because it's not like lemon, so it should be fine. Drain off any remaining water.
You should set that for 22 minutes now. Oh, look at you!
Yeah.
Great minds think alike.
My brain is a little addled, but I'm getting there. All right, where's my hot pad? Because this handle is super hot, so.
No, that's why I don't like that pot.
There's any water.
Is there any liquid?
Not much. Nope. It's pretty good. Okay.
Sorry, folks. I'm moving my camera very fast.
No liquid. Pretty much. Let's get this out there. And then take your bowl that you had for your vegetables.
Vegetables.
And then just add this to it. I think this is one of those things that, I don't know, let's look at the nutritional value of this. Because I think that would be helpful for people. Plus, how much rice can a person eat? I mean, I like rice, and we make it, the way we make it in what's that, Instant Pot?
Yeah.
It makes it so
Pressure
nice.
cooker.
Yeah. So, thing I want to do is just take some herbs here. And I'm going to use a little bit of dill. I'm going to use like that much. Because, we don't use enough like fresh herbs like this. Usually mix it in like tartar sauce or something like that. But it's lots of flavor. So, make a bouquet.
Are you going to roll it? Yeah, that's the best way.
So,
always roll it.
Then you can get some ribbons. Again, you want to make sure you're not just chopping down. You want to make sure you're slicing through it because you don't want to. If you're just pushing down with a dull knife, it's just bruising it. It's not really. You're kind of tearing it instead of cutting it. So my phone is going crazy on this. That's it. So
Piper, get out of the kitchen.
So I want to add this because I want it to go in and out. Basically we're gonna start adding everything. So.
Ooh, I forgot about those guys.
I know. Isn't that
excited.
excited? Great thing about aluminum, it cools down pretty fast. Oh, there's this. Any sticking things, you want those because it's probably the garlic or, the rest of it's probably got its own deliverables of released liquid. And then I'm just going to throw that in there. Make sure you get all of this yum. Because, spend so much time making it. So, off to the side. And then we'll taste it for seasoning, but I'm gonna just take like about that much. And of course, there it is. Come on, don't go down there. Come here. One stinking lemon. Yep, now it's gone. It looks like couscous. So if you buy into a lemon seed, it's not my fault. If you get it, you gotta do the dishes. So just toss it. Combine the toss. And kind of let it.
That looks good.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Yeah. It's really good. So let's talk about how is it good for you. I think so. It's 90%. It's all vegetables. It's vegetarian. It's for 1/3 of a cup, which is a serving. There's 220 calories, but again, it is like it's a pasta. So but there's 2 grams of sugar, 8 grams of protein, 43 grams of carbohydrates.
So you could make this same dish only with like white rice or brown rice.
You definitely,
right?
Make it with brown rice. Make it with
or any kind of pasta. You can make it with bow tie pasta.
Make it with quinoa.
Oh yeah, quinoa. That's what I was thinking about.
What do you mean? What were you thinking?
The grain.
Oh.
Yeah, quinoa.
So you can do that. So let's taste. I like a little that, whatever.
This is similar to what you did with that African.
Yeah. Fonio.
Fonio. Yeah, you could use fonio.
The texture of it is good. Because it's got tooth still. It's really good. You're a lot They're really good.
You could add a little avocado in there if you wanted a little fat.
You're good. The toasted pine nuts.
That's the part I'm looking forward to. I
Really,
love toasted.
They're really good. They add a dimension of flavor that's like, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really good. We've never really made this in this way. We usually just get boxed couscous from the store, which is a smaller variety. I saw like some called for like Israeli couscous, some called for pearl. This is the pearl variety, but I think cooking it to the instructions on the bag, which you can't go wrong with olive oil. their high quality stuff.
That's really good, and I think it would be good cold too, so you could like take it. You
Yeah.
would travel with it.
So what you could do is before mixing it is lay your couscous out on a sheet tray too, and
To let it cool.
let it cool so it doesn't clump. But I mean, I don't know.
That's good.
So now
Really good.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
And now so this is this. Are you adding those other roasted vegetables to this as well
No,
when we're done?
no.
Oh,
They'll just be
you're
roasted
just showing like
Yeah.
how to
Yeah.
do. Okay, okay, gotcha.
because it was 25 minutes, and who wanted to look at this mug for 25 more minutes? So what did we do? 7:40? 40 minutes. We're back on
Did
time.
great job.
All right. Hopefully I'm still alive by next week, or not sick.
Don't even say that.
And but thanks for coming and watching me do weird stuff, and hopefully you guys like this and try this recipe out. I'll watch the video multiple times. Tell all your friends about us. Like and subscribe, and remember that be kind, be loyal, and do something nice for somebody next week. We love you so much. See you next week.